Who am I to be telling Johnny Cash something like that? That's pretty outrageous, but maybe that's another reason why I like me, because I just came out with outrageous sayings like that.
You heard him right there. Meet Gene. He was only one of 2 reporters that covered Johnny Cash's concert at the Folsom State Prison. Tomorrow marks 50 years since Cash played in the maximum security facility. He was dealing with a drug problem at the time, and his prominence in the world of country music had dimmed. But that didn't stop him from doing what he did. And tonight, ABC 10 Michael Anthony Adams sat down with Gene, who takes us on a trip down memory lane.
Well, there, hush, Harold.
He was rather a quiet guy and more of an intellectual. So that's one of the first things I learned about him. And I think he liked to hang with reporters because he was a writer. So think about it. My name is Gene Beely, and I'm 78 years old, and I was a reporter in 1968 at the Ventura Star-Free Press when I had the opportunity to go to Folsom Prison with Johnny Cash. I first saw John walking down the road to his parents' house. He looked like a movie star because he was dressed, you'd think just in that environment he'd probably just be dressed in Levi's, an old shirt, or whatever. I mean, he was just there on a casual mission of visiting with his parents. But he had a turtleneck sweater on and a blue blazer, and that's kind of the first impression. I guess you could say I was a starstruck Montana kid.
Gene was only a beat cop reporter at the Ventura Star Press when he got a call from the head photographer at the paper, who said they'd been asked to tag along with Cash to his performance in Folsom. A few days before they left, Gene spent the evening at Cash's parents' house.
So the first thing I did was start taking pictures of John, like swinging his nephew in the backyard. And then my favorite one here was of John just arm wrestling his nephew at the kitchen table.
On January 12, 1968, Beely flew from LAX to Sacramento and stayed with Cash and his crew at the El Rancho Motel, where the Man in Black held his rehearsals before the prison performance.
And what was really interesting and historic was on the other side of the curtain. It wasn't even a sliding, solid partition like today in hotels. It was the governor's ball with Governor Reagan. And that's one of the greatest photo opportunities I ever missed in my life.
With the exception of an LA Times reporter, Beely was the only journalist in the audience during the Folsom performance.
What was it like sitting there in the audience with the prisoners? What were the prisoners like?
When I was sitting in the audience, I was pretty nervous at first, sitting next to the prisoners. I thought, what's to prevent one of them grabbing me and Ray Cash and starting a riot? And then I looked up above and saw one of the guards with that rifle. I relaxed a little bit more after that. I look upon this as just kind of one chapter in my early life that was very fun, beneficial, and an example that if you're open to these opportunities, they seem to happen.
How cool is that? This weekend, a Johnny Cash tribute band will play the Folsom Prison concert at the Harris Center in Folsom. And yep, Gene will be on hand to recount his story to fans. Very cool. All right, we're back after this.